Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of That's All Funny, episode 562. Pretty sure that's right. I've been trying to keep track of these. That's the easiest way to say it is just to put say the number at the beginning. So hey, what's up? But I had work today, but I called in. That was a strategic call in so I could sleep and chill. What else did I do? That's all I really did was yeah, just sleep. That's what I like to do on my days off, or days when I call in. I'll just sleep like a lot. That's really it. Oh, I had a doctor's appointment in the morning. That's right. I did wake up real quick for a doctor's appointment, and it was just like with my not even my psychiatrist. Like he's a nurse practitioner, but he's able to give me the good stuff. And I mean, he's just lowering my dose of a couple of things, but there's really no change. I've been feeling like the same shitty self, all tired and stuff. And I got some Sudafed. I'm trying to get pumped up from that, and it's been helping me a little bit, like be more pumped and breathe better. But I just need to fucking, be more active and give a shit, you know. Otherwise, just been playing Vampire Survivors and chilling, trying to get interviews. I got a couple interviews lined up actually for tomorrow. Um, So hopefully you'll see them in the next couple days. I think one's with like a Pfizer whistleblower. Yeah, and the other one's with like a life coach who coaches men. So we'll see. That should be funny. No, it should be fun. Or that's all fun. That's all funny. Whatever. Same old shit, right? But maybe it'll be interesting. Maybe I'll crash and burn. Who knows, right? Let's check out the news. Got some interesting news here. That's what I like to. Uvalde mayor abruptly resigns, citing health issues, and I was like, "Oh, is something wrong? Like, did they like do something to him?" But I guess this mayor took office in 2022 after the shooting at Rob, and he resigned abruptly Monday, citing health issues. Um, After much consultation and prayer, I've decided to resign as mayor of the city of Uvalde to focus on my health. I wonder what he saw, because apparently it says here the city released a report from an independent investigator commissioned by the city attorney that defended the actions of the local police officers on the day of the gunman. Yeah, I remember I did a like not a deep dive. I talked about that on an episode. A deep dive. Yeah, right. I don't dive deep at all in these topics. I just get them from the surface. But yeah, there was one dude that was named Jesse Prado who was saying that the cops like did everything right, where like 20 other investigators were like, nah, the cops fucked up. Like, they didn't know what they were doing. So I mean, it's not the mayor's fault, but it is, you know what I mean? So we'll see what his illness is, if it's just being white. And that's pretty bad right now. Being white, it's a crime. Not a good thing to be white, especially a white male. And then he's old too. So next year on the news, um, person is diagnosed with bird flu after being in contact with cows in Texas. See, there's the segue there. Speaking of Texas, right? So, a person in Texas has been diagnosed with bird flu, an infection tied to recent discovery of the virus in dairy cows. The patient was treated with an antiviral drug, and their only reported symptom was eye redness. All right. Health officials say the person has been in contact with cows, presumed to be infected, and the risk to the public remains low. It marks the first known instance globally of a person catching this version of bird flu from a mammal. Okay, I was wondering why this was news, and that's why, because they didn't catch it from a bird, they caught it from a mammal. It's called bird flu. Why the fuck would you get it from a cow? Otherwise, it's like cow flu, or I don't know. But um, yeah, last week dairy cows in Texas and Kansas were reported to be infected with bird flu, and federal agriculture officials later confirmed infections in a Michigan dairy herd that had recently received cows from Texas. None of the hundreds of affected cows have died. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, cows are okay from bird flu. I mean, I feel like um, if it was cow flu, it'd be terrible. If it was human flu, yeah, man, it'd be even worse, right? Human flu fucked them up. The mad cow disease. I forget how cows get mad cow disease. Is it from eating like other cows? Kind of like when humans eat other humans. Like we go like cannibalistic if a cow ate another cow or a cow brain, they would suddenly be infected with mad cow disease. It's a pretty cool name for a disease, mad cow disease. But I don't know. Cows are pretty badass. Like you think about it, like the entire body is useful of the cow, you know? You can use every part of the body for something. Like that's why uh they're considered like holy in a lot of religions because cows are literally like overpowered, uh full of resources. Even the milk. Shit, we drink the milk too. Jesus, right? Probably do something with their poop too. Use it to plant stuff, and then they eat. All they do is eat grass. Are you fucking kidding me? They eat grass and they get that fucking filled up with protein. Jesus Christ! I don't know. It blows my mind. The cow is I don't know. God, cow is king at Nog. Cows are great. Who doesn't fucking love cows? I don't know. Speaking of I don't know, creepy. And Sean Diddy, Puff Daddy, Doo Diddy. Sean Diddy Combs returns to Instagram following home raids and lawsuits. Sean Diddy Combs returned to Instagram nearly a week after a federal investigation into his homes. On Sunday, the Bad Boy Entertainment founder shared a carousel of photos on Instagram of his youngest child love, not his youngest child love. Okay, his youngest child, whose name is Love, and who is one, whom he shares with Dana Tran. I guess that's a woman's name. I don't know. Um, no, I mean, of course he's gonna come back to Instagram. He's just like all the other predators that get caught and they come back to Bumble or Tinder or fucking Telegram and then get caught again. Like I don't know. They're just sick people, But who knows what's gonna happen? Maybe he made a deal with Baphomet, the transgender god. Nah, maybe he made a deal with the Illuminati and the Boule and all them to not fucking die. If he gave everything he had up to the feds. Who knows? I'm sure the Royals are gonna come after him though. Like he's got to deal with that shit, and then he's got to deal with Ashton Kutcher, who is already kind of creepy because he was making out with fucking Mila Kunis when she was like what 15, 14, or 16. I don't know. She wasn't of age, but uh consent's the name of the game, right? That's the name of the game. That's the name of the game. It's a Crystal Method song. Do you remember that music video? It's like a nose that break dances. It's like a big, like instead of a dude with a head, his head is a nose. Like a big nose, and he just break dances. And that's the song, the name of the game. It's a good song. Pretty sure Crystal Method did the theme song to Bones. Bone, 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 bone. Tell me what you gon' and I miss my Uncle Charles, y'all. No, I'm pretty sure they did the theme song to Bones. Bones is a good show. Linda, if you're listening, I'm thinking about you because I know you're really into Bones. I liked Bones too when I would watch it. It's a good show. They did a crossover once with fucking that show I really like, Sleepy Hollow. That was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool episode. Sleepy Hollow deserved more of a run though. I think it only got like 2 or 3 seasons. It deserved more. But that's what they always do with shows, right? Lastly, here on the news, Oregon governor signs a bill recriminalizing drug possession into law. And this Oregon governor, Jesus Christ, she looks real. Yeah, okay, she's a woman. She looks very hateable. And Oregon's Democratic Governor Tina Kotek on Monday signed into law a bill that recriminalizes the possession of small amounts of drugs, ending a first in the nation experiment with decriminalization that was hobbled by implementation issues. The new law rolls back a 2020 voter approved measure by making so called personal use possession a misdemeanor punishable by up to 6 months in jail. It also establishes ways for treatment to be offered as an alternative to criminal penalties by encouraging law enforcement agencies to create deflection programs that would divert people to addiction and mental health services instead of the criminal justice system. In Law and Order. Dun, dun, bow, 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 bow. That bass line goes hard. Um, yeah, so I guess she signed, drugs are illegal again. They're recriminalized, so understand that, Oregon. Don't think was it Oregon or was it Seattle? I forget which one like said that everything's legal. I think it was Oregon. So yeah, um, there goes the Oregon Trail. We all thought it was going to be great up there, like they did back in you know the Underground Railroad times. Which I was thinking about the Underground Railroad the other day. Like, was it legit? Like a actual railroad, like they had trains underground, or were there just like paths, like trails? Like, why'd they call it a railroad? Did they have a train underneath the ground? Like a system of, they had tunnels, obviously, that would help them, get the slaves with Harriet Tubman and all that shit. But was there a train involved, like with a conductor and everything? Because it's a railroad, right? So did they have railroads? I don't know. I was thinking about that. Like that'd be crazy if they were able to build that, the slaves, and do all that with Abraham Lincoln and while he was hunting vampires and then fucking getting shot by that piece of shit John Wilkes Booth. But that's life, whatever. What can you say? But that's all funny, right? That's life. That's all funny. I want to thank you for listening to the podcast. That's all funny. The one more podcast available. That's all funny. I do a podcast with my buddy Gabe called That's All Kayfabe, where we talk about wrestling. A lot to talk about next week with WrestleMania, so you should check that out. It's on its own podcast. That's All Kayfabe. Or check them both out on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@LorenzoAriola, where you can watch the podcasts that I do here with my buddy Gabe, other gaming videos I do, other random stuff. I also do a live show with the wonderful Mint Salad called Tits and Areolas. That's on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, where we talk about a movie we watched and then play a little game. It's fun. She's beautiful. I'm a piece of shit. It's a great watch. If you want to support either our shows, they're on Patreon too. Patreon.com/Lorenzo Ariola. $5 a month gets you everything. Gets you early episodes, bonus episodes, ad-free episodes, archived episodes, deleted episodes, unedited episodes. If you want to buy any merch for the podcast, check out retrohorrorinc.com. We have shirts, t-shirts, prints, stickers, one-of-a-kind stuff like that, handmade. Or if you want to commission some great art from great artists, check out at Retro Horror Inc. on Twitter and Instagram. I'm at Lorenzo Ariola on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you, my Patreon subscribers. Like and subscribe.